Hello, everybody. Welcome back to K2SE, Fantastic Mr. Ghost. And whoa, we've got some concrete here. Hope you enjoyed the little montage video I did patched in front of this here part. I was just having a little fun. Some things have changed since I've done that. First of all, I wanted to throw out before the commenters get a hold of it, which I don't think they will, but I'm just going to get ahead of it anyway. Because the videos are forever on YouTube unless you delete them. I know I have bots. Yes, I know I can place the stuff here, the scaffolding with bots. I just so happened to be up here, capturing the footage and of the rockets coming in and all that crap. And I just decided to put it in there and record it as a fun part of the montage there, along with all the rockets going off and the modules being built stuff. So, and the other thing that changed on the montage is the smelting design. I forgot. Yeah, you could do undergrounds and put beacons in the middle there. Yeah, I forgot about that, but I fixed it. So we have 8 sources now, and covering 1 beacon covering 8 on the smelter column. And believe it or not, I did all this only to we're gonna rip it up. we're gonna rip it all up and redo a brand new build, because the reason for that is the ingots now are more feasible because I have the pyroflux under control, or the vulcanite. So that's under control more so than ever, and that's because of right now the issue I'm having right now is sulfur, as you can see. So I'm going to be doing a sulfur rocket, and that leads me to another issue, which I'll get to in a second here, or we'll cover it now. So this rocket launching site here has to be updated, and it's going to be a kind of a pain, but once it's done, it'll be much better. Things I've learned, today I learned, oh, this is, the rocket stuff. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move. It's getting too tight over here. Originally it was just one rocket, science going up, done. And then it was like, oh, Cornetto. I need I need the volcanic blocks. I need this. I need that. So it's getting out like, oh, okay, this is bigger than I thought. Right? There's more going on here. So the science rocket is going to come out. It's too tight over here. So, and this is for the little bits and bobs that we're going to need to produce science up in space. And I'm going to move that over here. So the personal rocket is not going to be here. It's going to be in the hub, which I got to redo. I want to make it 100% bot based and get rid of the belts, because it's just easier to deal with it there. It's easier to do bots for the hub. Everything else is belts. There's rare stuff I do bots for. I mainly want to do the big builds and all that with belts for the challenge. So this one here, all the rail is going to get redone, and this rail is coming out. I thought I was going to need rail to load for each planet, and that's not the case. The only thing we need is fuel, and the fuel was solved because we have the any landing pad with name, and as long as we keep the same name, the launch pad, when it empties out, the rocket goes. And the other caveat is that this rocket has to be full. So since we have that now, which I didn't know about until I watched Dashington, I'm like, oh crap, that's a really helpful thing. So we don't need receivers, transmitters for fuel. We just need the rocket and the landing pad named the same. Done. So the fuel, I'm going to move where Cornetto is. That way, it's close to this here. And so we'll barrel up the fuel and fuel the rockets up. Same, way we're doing it now. And so Cornetto is going to move where the platform rocket is. And I think that, let's see, fuel is down. Cornetto's platform. This will be science. That means I've got to do I think the platform rocket, I might move out of here. And maybe, I'm not really sure where I want to put it. But once I get this rocket out of here and clear this space out, what I want to do is 2 things. And that is, I want to train up packed rocket cargo sections, and then also have I don't know if I'm going to do it here, but I want to do the space capsules as well. And I'm going to do a sulfur rocket, and that's going to go to Astus because it's just not enough sulfur to feed that thing. So we're going to have to send a full rocket of 25,000 sulfur to that planet. So yeah, the platform rocket, I have to rethink that. And then I want to be able to send rockets from the builds that I'm putting up and have them go wherever they need to go as well. And mainly it's going to be into the orbit of Novice here. So red circuits, green circuits are high hitters. We're switching. I'm going to switch over to ingots instead of plates. We'll get into that in a second. So then, and then I don't know if I mentioned it, but look at that's pretty cool. The Cornetto. It's a white text plate on the dark Factorio concrete, and then I got the light concrete, and I had to do a stone brick over, kind of like an inlay. What happens is that it's got an order of height, I guess. So the inlay goes deep, and then the concrete kind of sets on top of that. And it looks much better if you just plop the dark on the light. You got to put like a little, border around it. So it looks really good. And I can copy this stuff if I just go like this. Now, right now, it's just copying the text plate. If you press Shift and then release, you can do tiles and entities and create blueprint, and voila, you can place this again. And there you go. So I can always move this around if I need to. Oh, and then you got to do this too. Yeah. There we go. You got to do it twice. All right. So yeah, I can always copy these and paste them anywhere. The next thing that I'm going to, now another reason why I want to redo the rockets is because I want to implement some combinators here. I hope this works. And I got to figure out a few more things here. This is from Dash Dashington as well. I was watching his videos and trying to get some inspiration from him. He's a smart guy. He's a computer engineer. I'm more of a techie guy. I'll get it done, but it's not engineered. He's an engineer, So as you can see, we have negative signals on this, and I'll explain some little things I had to deal with. I don't know why it was doing this. Combinators there's not much. I wish they had an in-game documentation on combinators, and it's not as technical, more layman terms, They overword. The wording on the wiki is just, I would need to, I don't understand why they think that's actually helpful for a new player or somebody who doesn't know combinators at all and coming into the game. The wiki is completely master degree level explanations. They need to get more layman explanations. But who am I, right? Anyway, so this is simulating Cornetto or Astus, So the letter A is Astus, just kind of think of it that way. And so we have 25 of the space capsules and 500 cargo sections packed. Now, what Dash did is he's using instead of using multiple receivers, he's using one. How that is done is you have to take these common signals and pack them onto, or code them onto another signal, and then that way that signal is unique. So what I'm doing here is I'm taking the the space capsule signal, and I'm multiplying it by 1 and copying it onto the A signal. And then I'm taking the cargo rocket sections here, and I'm multiplying it by 100, and that's how you code it, or you're encoding it. So when you get to when you receive the A signal, you have to decode it now. So for some reason, I have a negative modulus here. So I'm taking the modulus, which is the remainder. So it returns the remainder of a division. And because we have, on the input here, we have 50,000, but it's actually 50,001. Or 50,000, in this case, 25. And you're not going to see that 25. I wish they displayed the full number on a combinator on the right-hand side there. Just give me the full number. Let me know what the whole damn thing is. Why are you truncating it? I don't understand that. So for troubleshooting, you need a mod that I think tells you the exact number. So anyway, the modulus minus 100 isn't negating the result. And I don't know why. I don't know why it's dropping the negative number. So I have to have this combinator here, this arithmetic, to actually negate the value. And then I have a negative 25. And the reason you want a negative number is because the rocket, when you pull a wire off, as you can see, they're all positive numbers here. So I want to have the, you know, it doesn't matter where you get the negative number as long as it's negative. Might as well do it with this operation here. So on the rocket sections here, we're multiplying by 100, and all we got to do is just divide by minus 100. The negative number actually gets transmitted, you know, so I don't have to do any additional combinator there. So I thought that was kind of weird that the modulus is dropping the negative. I don't know why. It's very odd. But we want the remainder is what we want from the capsules. And so this one here is simulating Cornetto. As you can see, we got minus 20 and minus 391. So that's how we can use one receiver, multiple transmitters on the planets. So that's another reason why I got to redo this whole thing, because I got to remove these. I got to remove all these. Oh, well, actually, it's going to be 2 receivers here. Well, we're going to have 1 receiver for all of the supply rockets, because we're going to be ramping up and getting into iridium and beryllium and all this other junk. So we're going to be doing that. And the science rocket is going to be its own receiver transmitter system, because there's it's a different situation we have going on here. And the reason for using one transmitter and one receiver to multiple transmitters is these take 2 megawatts a piece. So the more of these you have, the more power drain you're going to have. And these are consistent 2 megawatts. They don't go away. They're always on. So there's no idle power. They're always receiving. Okay, so that should cover that. And let's see what else we got here. Let's take my nuclear powertrain. I still got to set up the fueling for the trains for that, but in time, I might rework that whole thing because it's a mess. So anyway, our next project is going to be the optimization data card, and we can't see, so we'll have to, I'll get back to the hub and I'll pick it up over there. All right, we're back home. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention is, I think it's light now. I wanted to wait for a little bit. I did a heavy oil build here. This is a coal liquefaction, and I tied in the light oil and gasoline to this build here. And then after I did that, I thought, you know what, I should combine them and do lube, heavy oil, gasoline, and light oil are the byproducts that I don't need. And I have, I gotta do this here. I got a venting here. I put these here as the solid fuel machines here because I want to use gasoline for solid fuel if I need to give the speed modules a little boost, because I only have that one little solid fuel build that I'm using for speed modules. However, I'm going to have to do something about the solid fuel because we're going to need it for the speed module 1, which we're going to be sending up to space for the optimization card. So that's going to be a thing too. So anyway, yeah, I plan on doing a 1-for-1 coal train here. I might do 2, and that way I can feed, I think it's 10. Yeah, I have 10. So we'll be saving the heavy oil. The heavy oil will be going to lube and heavy oil. So I'll most likely add a heavy oil stop, over here somewhere. Now, that's why I was able to do this. I forgot to showcase this one. Well, it's up there. So we got lube, gas, heavy oil, barreling. I got rid of that abomination that was here. It was a mess. And, of course, this is going to come out, the science here. So most likely I might have to move, if I move science all the way down at the end, I'll have to move the trains and the barreling, which isn't a problem. I just, pipe it out of here. I'll copy this and put it over here and all that. So, and then, like I said, the personal rocket's going to be in the hub here. But I'm probably going to keep this footprint. I'm going to keep this the way it is. But then again, it's kind of a mess, so I might redo it all. The other thing that I have to do, because this is a belt base, I started out doing the belt base here. These motors right here. Where are you, little motors? Yeah, these guys here. I'm going to redo these. I'm going to do an outpost of this. And I'll beacon it up and make it all nice and purty. So I will do that as well. And that's not a priority because we're not doing science at this moment. I forgot to mention, this is a tank unloader I found very helpful. There's another one that it's the small tank that you can use. So The pump is in the middle of the train. Well, kind of in the middle because it's an odd number. Or I think it's an odd number. Or it's an even number, the train. I think it's 5 or 6. 6. So, but yeah, you put the tanks here, and then you pump right in. Now, the throughput for unloading is slower, but it's still pretty decent, you know. As opposed to doing, I think it's this right here. Gosh darn it. I gotta change that autosave. I keep forgetting. So, as opposed to doing it like this, because I can load it this way too. You could put the pump in the middle, and then the tanks go here. So it saves 2 tiles or 3 tiles. I think it's like 2. Well, it's 2. I think it's like 2 tiles. Or no, it's 3 tiles. Yeah. So it's pretty, you know, for tighter builds, you know. And I like the look of it too. So that's a little design. I keep forgetting to mention that. So here's the Speed Module 1 build. And you'll notice that I'm bringing in the silicon glass plastic green circuit solid fuel. And over here is the next projects that I'm gonna be popping these down. I'm not gonna do this on screen. We're gonna work on the science up in space, and that's what we're gonna do. But yep, this is the next project. This is nowhere near Dashington style size, but it is repeatable, so I can punch this down as many times as I need. That's the whole point. So this is steel and iron, and then this is copper. Now this mod seems to be copper heavier, and so I'm going to plan for 4 belts of copper. This is 4 blue belts of copper. 4 blue belts. And then this is a red belt of rare metals. We're going to need this going forward in the future. For the future, there's a lot of stuff that's coming up for rare metals. And then I have a new and improved, this is quartz to silicon. Now, you'll notice that it's using the vulcanite block on that one. And this whole process is pyroflux. And then the Factorio 2, you know, iron processing there. And then the steel is also using the pyroflux and all that jazz. And then we have the coke, which is the Factorio 2 edition. And it worked out pretty well. I got the coke coming down, the, you know, 1 belt here. And then I've got the, what else is it? It's coke and then the exporting of the ingots. So that's the steel right here. And then we need to make plates for novice for building. And that's what this is for here. And we'll do the same thing up in space. We have to unpack what we have to use the space manufactory or the space, whatever the, what is that one called here? Space assembly machine, or we can use the space manufactory. Now this is pretty fast, so I might use these to unpack the steel. And actually I should be using these for space science too. I don't know. I forgot these existed. You know, it's one of those things, you got to get used to the things in the mod, you know, eventually you start figuring it out. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to have a train loading the ingots, and those are going up to space. We're going to unpack them there, and then for novice, we'll have steel ready to be picked up for, you know, doing the heat shielding and stuff, you know, whatever else. And then the iron is packed in here as well. This is 2 belts of iron, a lot easier to build. Now, what's interesting, this is a red belt of steel, only 1. And the ingots, I'm not sure, I think it's like 0.4 red belt or something. Now, what Arundel did, which is pretty cool actually, the steel is a more, you know, it's tougher. You're adding the carbon, you're getting more strength. So it takes 5 seconds to make a steel ingot into 10 steel plate for use. On the iron side, it is 2.5, so it's halved because iron isn't as strong as steel. And I thought that was pretty cool that he thought about that. And then the copper is more malleable. So this one, first, this is 4 blue belts of copper. The copper is 1.25 to smash it into plates, which is pretty cool. I'm glad he thought of that. And it added a little bit of fun, you know, to trying to figure out how I'm going to put this all together. Now, in order to get 4 blue belts, you need 18 of the assembly machines. And so I had to patch 2 in and then load them in onto one of the belts, but then I have the 2 splitter thing to kind of balance it out. I hope it works. We'll see. And then I got the ingot belt right here to pick up to go into space. So everything is going to be ingot based going into space. And the reason for that is the ingot stacked to 50. Now, it's 50, but we get 10 plate per unpack, whereas these are 100, right? So 50 times 10 is 500. So 1 stack of ingots is 5 stacks of plate, which is amazing. So we'll be able to cram a rocket full of ingots, and I'm probably going to do 3 rockets, 1 rocket each, because we're going to need the steel for space science, and we're going to need the copper for the data cards. Although that goes down in amount over time, because we're going to get better technology to recover the junk data cards. I think it's, I want to say it's junk, then there's scrap data cards. That we get better research that increases up to 95%. So the copper requirement will go down considerably for that process, for the research, So I'm going with 4 blue belts of copper just because we're going to need it for now. So that's that. And then we have the rare metals here. Now I'm going to do this off screen. Like I said, I just want to explain it and I'll pop it in. But there's one more thing I got to show you after I go through this stuff, which is pretty cool. All right. So I'm going to probably back this up 1 more tile and make room for the substations so I can go right here. And then I'll underground these belts because it looks kind of janky. But I'm okay with the build. It's just I want it to be a little more aesthetically pleasing. So I've got the hydrogen chloride here. We've got the rare metals. Got the beacons in. This is a really tough one to do because we've got 3 in, 2 out. So 2 gas of fluid being water, and then the the metal, the ore, and we got the ore out, processed ore out, and then the dirty water. So there's the dirty water processor there. And I think I may have, I did forget to, I gotta put the, let's see, it's stone and ore out. I'll take care of that when I get to it. Oh, here's the vulcanite block input side load. It's not high throughput, but it is 1 red belt of rare metal ingots, I guess you could say. This is the Factorio 2 stuff. So yeah, I'll handle the ore part because that's the ore input here. All I got to do is belt it out and up and do a priority split to take this over that, or I just go right back into the case because there's always room in the case, If you do the priority belt, sometimes it gets jacked up, so you have to have a buffer case to hold it. So here is the silicon. So I want to do silicon, and it's 1 blue belt of silicon. I want to stop doing the internal silicon builds because it gets a little crazy, and I can't focus the build and get better, more output. So when you start adding, it's nice to have everything within a build, but then it kind of breaks down after a while and it starts getting pretty crazy. As you can see, this is a lot of production here. So we got the silicon here. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to mention, the beacon design here, I'm able to get 6 machines covered by 1 beacon here, so you can see. And it gets a little tricky down here because I didn't need the production. It's kind of difficult to get that sweet spot where, you're going to get the equal amount of this to the equal amount of that. It's pretty tough. And this is 1 1/4 pipe of fluid. So I'm hoping that this works with the pipe mechanics. I might need to do some different stuff here with the pipes because it is 1 1/4. And if you use the steel pipe, it doesn't change the flow. You don't get more flow from steel pipe. I don't know why. Oh, I rebuilt the glass. I forgot to. I got to go up the glass and put a radar in. I'll show you that in a second. Let's go up there. All right, here's glass. I redid it, and it's using the pyroflux now. I just decided to put this in because I needed it, and it's a blue belt of glass, so it's okay to side load like that. Same thing. I had to shove a beacon in here. It's 20. So 3, 6, 9, what was it? Oh, 6, 12, 18, 19, 20. So you need 20, a little over 20 to, it's under 20, I think. I don't know, I think it's a little bit over, but I went with 20. So I needed to shove a beacon in here. I might be able to do something like, if I do, well, I can't get all 3 here. I'd have to move that. That's 2 right there. I could, oh wait. Yeah, see, I can only get 3 there. So I might have to change this design. I might have to bump these 2 out because I need to get the mini loader on here. As you can see, I got a mini loader outputting. But what I noticed though is that the belt gets starved out and then it gets replenished, but these machines at the end will run consistently. So I think it is working, but I do have a lot of sand that gets stuck in these machines here because the stack considers, I think we have a 6, not a 12 or something. I don't know. So through research, it'll get better. That's why I like the mini loaders. So I got the pyroflux coming in here, and then there's the stone going up and over, and ba-da-ba-boom, and we have a blue belt of glass. So that's good. All right, let's go back down to the hub. Whoa, look at this pretty stuff here. Having a little fun with concrete, as you can see. Now, what I like about the Factorio 2 concrete is it gets rid of the decorative garbage on the ground. Whoa, the vanilla stuff doesn't remove it. I don't understand that at all. It really annoys me. I'm going to be building this stuff off screen. I'm not going to do it on screen. So this one, I think I went over. Yeah, oh, I got the vulcanite block coming in from here. And I am going down the center. And I've got these blue belt. Well, I don't know if I need blue belt for this. I'm not sure. I think I do. So I might have to put stack inserters on here. I'll test it out. I think it's less than a blue belt. I think. But it's a blue belt out. Now, both of these combined is a blue belt. So I'm doing the side load there. It's a lot easier. And the vulcanite block, it's a very minimal amount of vulcanite blocks, so we'll get a high yield on our silicon, which is really good. It's a 1-to-1, 18 to 18, but it's a 60-second craft. But with the beacons in there and all that, this thing's gonna cook, so it's gonna be really cool. So that's all the rebuild. Now that the pyroflux, once I get that sulfur rocket set up and ready to go, the pyroflux, or the vulcanite block, and henceforth pyroflux, will be amazing. Oh, let's go over here. The bots are trying to bring me stuff. Okay, the last thing I want to go over that I did, I'm testing it, playing around with it, is the core mining drill. So I'm going to try to utilize this, and I'm testing it out because I don't know if this is going to work in Hell mod, but I don't need uranium. This thing will kick out everything. In fact, let's go up there. Yeah. Then I can, point and click. Instead of explaining it, I can actually go into the machine and stuff, because we haven't really gone over this yet. And here we are, the core mining. So if we click on this thing, and we haven't really looked at this much, but let's see, I think we'll mouse over it. You'll see that it has a mining speed of 100 per second. I think that's what that is. I'm gonna try. I gotta try this out in Hell mod. I gotta see if it works. Now, notice that it's got productivity from the research, 40%. It'll be up to 50 coming up when we do the research again. So there is no way you can speed this up. There is no slots. You plop it down. It's an infinite resource. Infinite resource. I have this set up for everything. Now, I think this changes based on the planet that you're on. It also changes based on the mix of the planet. So I think they take the planetary information and then calculate what the mix is going to be. So in this case, I think we're getting 884 on iron, copper, and then we get 8 stone, a little bit of uranium, which is kind of weird because we have a lot of uranium on this planet, and then rare metals, raw. Now, we get the crude oil, mineral oil, water, and a little bit of pyroflux because we're going into the core. We're going to get a little bit of volcanic material out of there. So, and it's not much. Now, I don't need the oil. I don't need the mineral water or water. So I'm venting that. And let me tell you, piping this thing is a freaking nightmare. I wish that we could mirror outputs and inputs and stuff. Mainly outputs. Well, inputs and outputs, yeah. Because if you could flip them like Nullius, oh, that'd be so nice. So for now, I'm just venting everything except the pyroflux, because that's important. And you can see I got 4,900 in here from testing. Now this is going to come in handy because I can send it to all of the smelting columns, right? So I'm going to keep that for sure. Now, I got the beacons here for the crushers, or the pulverizers here, and full prod. So what that's doing is it's giving me more product. It's actually speeding the build up inherently, because we got that. And then I'm knocking down the power. Oh, and also I did try. Yes, I did. I did try, and I can demonstrate here. So this is 25 megawatts. All right. Okay. 25 megawatts. You can't change it. You cannot lower the power on that. It was funny. Let's crack it up. So this is a pretty cool little art design here. Look at that. Look at that, huh? Kind of got a little bit of extra there. I think it's just, yeah. So that's pretty cool, isn't it? I like it. Got a little bit of, maybe one coal got in there and it just stacked it. So we have in here 56, 56, 56, 56, and 2800. Now what I'm going to do is use this to supplement the builds that I have down here, you know, that I designed. All these nightmares. And I'm not sure, I might have to go this way with the smelters. So let me grab, yeah, let's go. Oh, not that one. Not the decon one. I think I'm going to try, let's grab the steel one here. And then we'll go over here. So I might have to do it this way because I want the trains over here. Because I have trains, you know, I can't do, you know, that side there. And then I'll do an internal train network. Problem is loading. I'll have to bring trains in to load, which is not a problem, you know. Everything is possible. Anything is possible. So I was going to go like this. Maybe I could do it like this. Yeah. And then I can come, I'll invert this, maybe this way. I don't know. I'm not too sure yet. So the point is that we're going to have loading, and we'll supplement the build with the core mining. I want to use that. Yeah. So I'll have steel, iron, copper, rare metals, hopefully the silicon, because the silicon is using stone directly, you know. And then we'll have to do vulcanite blocks and all that. So it'll be a very interesting project. Once I get it all together, you know, I'll showcase it, and then we'll see how it goes. Okay. So the next thing I want to go up into space. I'm going to get the speed module build in. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here. And I think I'm going to pop the speed module build here. And I'm going to use this loader here. So I think let's do that right now. Now I don't have the silicon. So we got plastic, glass. Now I have glass. And what I could do is just rip this out and bring glass in here. And then the silicon is here. I could bring the silicon in for this particular speed module build. But we got copper. I also need the solid fuel. I'm thinking about putting it over here somewhere. But I want to leech off of this build here because we're bringing stuff in by train. So it's not a big deal. The problem is the glass. I might steal the glass, but it's just, I mean, it's easy to bring a train into that stuff, you know? It's just easier. So, but I don't want to upset the apple cart for what I have here, but I want to borrow the green circuits, and I think the green circuits and plastic. I want to borrow that from here. But yeah, I think if I rip the glass out of here, I think I'll be good. Because then I'll bring, instead of stone, I'll bring the glass. But the sand we need for, do we need that for this? Let's see. What is this crap here? Oh, the sand is going to the quartz. So silicon. Yeah, if I get the silicon, oh my God, but I wanted to build all that in that one area. So I don't know. Maybe I'll just bootstrap. I'll probably have to rebuild this whole thing. The modules and stuff, because I want to up it. I want to get more science, output from the playthrough here. I was gonna do the electronic components separately as well, because we have plastic glass. I have a better glass build now. I'm gonna do the silicon one. Then we can do these components, and that can be trained around, and it'll simplify the builds by separating it out, like I said. So, all right, let's get cracking on. I'll do the speed module build here, shove it in the case, put it on the rocket. I'm not going to redo the rockets yet, and then I want to get up to space. And the plan here is I want to just bot. I'm going to put a requester. I don't know if I have requesters up here. Let's see, requester chest. I might have them. Put that there, and then I think I'm gonna put a stack inserter. I really should have stack inserters on these. So I'm just gonna request the optimization data card to this one here. I could do more, which is not a problem. There you go. And so I might produce it somewhere, maybe here, because all I need to do is put down, I can get Helmut up here, optimization, boom, and then we'll do a pin. And this guy, I could put anywhere. The immerse site and all that. I need, let's put it down. I don't know if I have any here. I can access this one here. I can change. Yeah. What I can do is come in here and do optimization, and I can look at the recipe. Oh, we need this thing. That's what's going to make the difference there. I think it's this one here, 5 optimization. Yeah. So, oh, and there we need lubrication. So the lubrication is right here, but I think I have it. Where's that? Oh, I have it over here. Yeah. So I can do the optimization card right here. Yeah. See, I don't have one of those. Oh, and that's another reason why I want to do a space hub up here, because I want to be able to place stuff down and not have to come up here, obviously. So I have lubrication here. I can leech off of that, and then everything else is botted, I think, or I could bot it up, because I have all these things in cases here. And then what I'm going to do over here, I'm going to move these platform. Well, I'm going to move this stuff and put it into cases, and I'll just throw it into cases and make the optimization data card. Like I said, it's not, these researchers aren't, they're one and done, so I'm not going to sweat this one, but I will be doing, the full production, and all that with it, because we're going to need them later. Okay, let's get out of here. Let's get up to space and get to work. Hello, darkness, my own friend. Or is it only friend? Oh, yeah, it's only. Hello, darkness, my only friend. Space, the final frontier. Oh, look, I didn't realize we had... Oh, yeah, that's the... This is new, I think. He added this. I updated the mods. It was a couple little quality of life things. All right, now what's going on here? Oh, yeah, I got to get this stuff out here to here. I can belt it. Oh, I need space belt. All right. Oh, I have that here. Oh, I need to get a freaking hub up here. I can't wait. All right, we'll do, oh, wrong way. We'll do this. Oh, okay, good, we have power. All right, and then we'll do that, and then this is requesting, so I'll do a thing there, and then we'll do a oh, what? Where did you go with that? Did you go here? I hope I didn't take it up here. I don't think it did. I got some crap in here I don't need. Oh, I'll take that with me there. Okay. So now let's toss these back in here. Give it a little testy westy. There we go. Now we're filling this rocket up with stuff. 4 capsules. It's going to take a long time to fill that thing up, I'll tell you right now. All right. So let's go over here. Oh, yeah, look at that. The bots, they took care of it. They took care of it. All right, we got the optimization data card. We'll need maybe 40. Yeah, we'll do 40 there. That should be good. Oh, and I'm gonna rip all this garbage up too. Oh, it's so, I gotta use, well, once I automate the, machines up here, then I'll automate these monsters. What do they take to make, oh, we need the cosmic water. So I'll probably, I might barrel cosmic water, and, we got everything else. Oh, I gotta send up the big electric motor. Yeah, unless I don't want to make them here, but on the other hand, you know, we have lubrication, so it would maybe make sense to make them up here. Yeah, we have everything. Yeah, so I can make these up here. That way I don't have to send them, you know. Okay, that's fine. All right, so let me, speaking of making, oh my gosh, I need the cosmic water for this thing. I'll go ahead and make a manufactory here, and then I'll get everything sorted out, and we'll get these cards up and running. All right, I want a little cray here. It's just a bot build, remember. I don't care how it looks. All right, we got the copper cable, and then we've got the iron plate to make the blank tech card. And then I have this set to 100 of the optimization in a storage chest. And I set the filter there. And I'm going to do blippity blop. Shift right click left. Oh wait, left, shift left, click, right click. There we go. I don't need to request those because I have them over here. Speed module, heat sinks, and heat shielding. And the machine learning data. And then we should have some cards coming out. There we go. That's done. Yeah, bot builds are so easy. That's why I don't like doing them. Oh, here, I just picked off over here, and I have 50 of the machine learning coming from that. Oh, and then now, oh, I need the lube. Oh boy. So I got to get the pipe over here. That's not a problem. Oh my gosh, yeah, I need a thing up here, man. I need it. So we'll go, I think, oh wait. Yeah, I gotta go around this power pole. So we'll make 2 of those. I accidentally made steel pipe because they look similar. I think the steel pipe is Crestorio. No, it is Crestorio. Yeah, integrated into space exploration there. Okay, so, oh my god, I hate these pipes. I hate them. And it doesn't matter if it goes to there. And we made it! Here we go! We got it. Oh, I just kind of hand-delivered this crap over here, so... You know, it is what it is. I don't really care how it looks. Like I said, I'm going to rip this and redo it. Now that I know all the things. So there we go. And... Are you... Oh, they are putting them in. Did they get... Oh, wow. I'm surprised. Did that go all the way down? No, it didn't. Why are you... Oh. Oh, I don't have the crossways this way. That's why. Okay. So, I think I'll have to do the long arm. Yeah. And that's going to get these. That one. And that one. There we go. Now we got it. Again, more hacks. Well, I'm glad this thing doesn't require... Look how fast that is. Holy cripes. Okay. Yeah, that's the slow one. Why are you so slow? It actually... Oh, wow. This is slow. That's why. Yeah, because this is a... What? Oh, it's a 20-second. Oh, but it's... the craft speed is 10 on the machine. So that's why. Yeah, it's insanely fast. So, I don't know if speeding this up would help. I mean, well, you know, because the bots won't be able to keep up. Because I don't have many bots up here. So we're talking 97. We'll get rid of that. And then this one is going to be 75. Yeah, it should help. There we go. Now we got it. Very good. Okay, so yeah, this is what I call bootstrapping, you know. The first one I want to run is the mining prod. So let's kick that on. And then the second one I think is bot speed because, oh my god, slow bots, not good. Especially for the hub project that I got coming up here. So we'll run that. And then I want the solar. And I have immersite crystals, so what I don't know if I'm going to, I think I'm just going to do an outpost of nitric acid. We've done it before, so I'll just set it up and get it going. And then I want to bring these solar panels up here. And then I definitely want to get the solar panels. We got these from, we can't make these till so much later. And if you're in space exploration only, K2 pushes things out. It makes it tougher. You don't get the good stuff until much later. So it kind of sucks. But how we doing here? Oh, there we go. Let's go over here. Come on, get up. There we go. We'll turn off alt mode. There we go. Yeah, see how you get the little glitches there starving out? That's because the long arms can't keep up with the labs there. But that's okay. They work. You know. And it looks like this is having trouble here as well. 40. Oh, we got 44 in there. It's because I got alt mode on. Yeah, the long arms, I think, are having issues here. So let's try this out. Ah, man. I keep forgetting to change the autosave. See, when you shut the computer down, I shut the computer down, and it's like, I forget. And then when I go to start it up, you know, I can just change the autosave interval on that. Well, that should help. Yeah, look at that. That is so cool. Very cool. Yeah, I really like this mod a lot. Yes, we're going to have to do some of this crazy stuff here. Now, check this out. We have astrometrics all the way up to 4 now? I don't remember this being a thing. Needs the aeroframe bulkhead, significant data, extended catalog. Wow. Oh, yeah, look up here. See? There's a bunch of crap. Now, I'd like to future-proof this if I can. We'll have to see. But there's a lot of good stuff that we're going to get from here. So let's make this 1. And then I'll make it a 60-second dealio. Oh, yeah, and then we need these. We can put speed in there, but we don't need to. So this is going to be 60 a minute. And we're looking at the beryllium. Oh, and then this has got to be that. How are we doing 4 there? That's fine. I might be able to pump this up a little more. See, that's the thing with Dashington when he did his space exploration run. He didn't have K2. This is a K2 entity here. So now we got the beryllium ingot there. Let's check out the significant data. Oh, God. Which one? I'll have to putz around with this. Oh, God. All right, so energy. Okay, yeah. Okay, all right. Material, biological, energy. So we're going to be doing the astronomic. The significant data, or let's see, energy... astrometric simulation. Yeah. Yeah, so because we need astrometric insight. So there's a little bit of an interesting loop here. And then, oh, we need the minus 100C temperature fluid there. That's not a problem. I don't think it is. Oh, interesting. Look at this. It kicks out a blank data card. Nice. Okay, then we have... Oh, we need more research servers. Cool. I like these things. Yeah, I definitely want to use them. There's another tier, I think, of this in K2 here. So we'll have to check that out. Oh, and this is where it really gets fun. Oh, my God. All these cards get combined into the catalog. Yeah. So this sucker right here is nothing. Now, the astrometric insight... Let's take a... Well, let's break these out here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, God. Oh, okay. It's level 1. And, oh, yeah, it's scrap. And now the scrap is helpful because then we can smelt up on up here and bring less up. You know, in the, like, we're getting more bang for our buck for what we bring up here because we can get a little bit of return and we can smelt the iron, copper, whatever comes out of there, you know, and even stone, too. All right, so that's that. So yeah, we've got to set up telescopes for these. That's going to be fun. Now this one, the astrometric data, it takes all 3 plus it gets cooled. So we get, we have to make each one of these all blank data cards. And then we have UV, visible, and then infrared. That is so cool. I love it. And then we get this astrometric data card here. All right. What are these called? Okay. Oh, it's observation. Okay. So we get the observation frame and make it into observation data. And then we take all 3 of those and smush it into this one here. And that's astrometric data. That's very cool. All right. And now I'm curious about the astrometric insight, which is this one. We only have one unlocked, and there's multiple stages, which is going to get kind of crazy. I don't know if I'm going to be able to future-proof this. I'm going to try. Oh, wow. Can we speed these up? Yeah, we will. We'll speed them up. And can we put beacons? Oh, what's the power? Yes, 59. Let's try this here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That brings it down. The power is at 64. Okay, good. The efficiency does work. So we're at 45 megajoules on that one. Good. Okay. Now, I probably will have to... What's the power? 2.7. That's pretty high. And then we've got speed. We can put efficiency in these because there's not much there. And that brought it... What is it bringing it down? Yeah, it brings it down a little bit. So any little bit is good. And then 1.6 megawatts. We don't need a lot of these. What I like about the efficiency, it doesn't drag your machine speed down. So you jam your efficiency modules in here, and you're good to go. Now that's only, what, 5? Is that 5 on that one? Yeah. So we're down to 35 now. Oh, yeah, we need these facilities here. Oh, and one of the things to note... Oh, wow. Oh, wrong one. Wrong one. We want that one there. 32. Interesting. This one here... 30. And then, yeah, let's just cram them all. We'll do all these efficiencies here. That's only 0.5 machine there. That's interesting. So we're down to 27 megajoules. Yeah, that's much better. Yeah, if there's a big footprint, I'll shove speed in, but then I'll bring the power down with the efficiency with a beacon here. I don't need beacons, you know, if it's a small footprint. And there's no prod to draw the power or the speed of the machine down. So we're all efficiency and space here. So yeah, I'm glad I did it on screen. Kind of fun. This will be our next project. What I'll do, there's going to be, a major rebuild on the planet surface. I'll put the smelters in. We'll get the stuff on rockets. I'll get the sulfur on rockets, on a rocket. And then Astus will be supplied. The sulfur will be supplied via rocket. I'm going to keep the delivery cannons going, though. I might outpost that so that I can bring in more material, and I'll have delivery cannons for every little thing that I want to shoot off. Because there's some planets that you might just want to shoot a couple things to, and not have to do a whole entire cargo rocket. Anyway, so yeah, I hope you enjoyed. We got the next card, we got a peek at it, and we got a good plan there, I think. And then all this will rip up. Now, once I get those solar panels, I can replace them with those, the vanilla ones that I have here. I'll replace them, the Crastorio. I think it's Crastorio. These are Crastorio 2, yeah. And then all the new buildings that we're going to be putting down, that'll come in handy because we'll have more power up here. Very cool. All right, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. See you in the next one. Peace out.